Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with Chief Meteorologist Justin Stapleton.
Well, if you haven't had enough of summertime, certainly the last couple of days have been for you. Although it is getting in towards the middle of October, temperatures right now this time of year should be in the upper 60s. We likely won't hit that until sometime after, let's say 9, 10 o'clock tonight. And that's going to change as we head into the 7-day forecast. We'll get into those details in a second, but first, let's go outside to a beautiful shot on our live downtown sky cam right now. You can see the shadows getting a little longer as we're losing daylight. We'll get to sunset here in just a bit, and temperatures slowly falling. 83 degrees. Now, even if we were to say 83 for the high today, that would still be 10 degrees plus above where we should be for this time of year. So you can see not only with the north winds, but also the humidity levels below 40%. Very dry air mass. That big ridge of high pressure continues to keep us very summer-like. And in fact, all across the state today, almost touching 90 degrees in Roseburg, 90 in Medford, 86 here in Eugene, which ties our old record of 86 set back in 1987, and looking even warmer than that as you get up towards 87 in Corvallis, 85 in Portland. Not a record there, but they did up in Seattle, tied their record at SeaTac of 78 degrees, 90 in the Dalles, and you can see the 70s briefly out at the coast. Now, we're also starting to see out at the coast, you can see clear skies pretty much across the state from the mountains, valleys, all the way out to the coast. We're seeing that marine layer slowly creeping northward, and in fact, that'll start to inject and get a little further east over the next couple of nights. So while it'll bring back some of the morning cloud cover along the coast tonight, as we get towards early Wednesday morning, early Thursday morning, and again, this will be just right before sunrise, we'll start to see some of that cloud cover. Right now, what we're looking for in anticipation early Wednesday morning is a lunar eclipse. Should be mostly clear skies, begins at about 3:30. Just before that, maxes out just before 4 a.m. and ends soon after that. So if you want to get up early or stay up late, should be good night for that overall. 60s out at the coast as we're starting to get a little bit of an influence of that cooler ocean air moving in. Otherwise, everybody else still in the mid to low 80s, and we'll hit down into the mid to low 50s as we go overnight tonight under mostly clear skies. Partially because we've got this big ridge of high pressure that's pretty much anchored itself just over the northwest for most of the weekend forecast. A lot of the activity, these little disturbances are having to go up and over top of that. But as we look in towards the latter half of the week, we've got huge disturbances out there. Lots of rain potential that'll slowly start drifting eastward, and as it does, it'll flatten and kind of break down that ridge, which will eventually get us back to a more typical feel for this time of year. And you know what that means? Rain showers. I'll show you in the 7-day in a second. So we'll go morning fog, mostly sunny skies by the afternoon. Temperatures similar to today, probably in the upper, or I should say low 70s for a few hours, and then dropping back into the 60s. Low 80s across the Umpqua for tomorrow. Sunny and warm in the Cascades. Both of the passes sitting at around 70 degrees. Mid to upper 70s as you get out into central Oregon. And finally, here in the Willamette Valley, we'll go upper 70s to near 80 degrees. So a little cool start, but again, a nice, sunny, summery finish. For the coast, we'll see the clouds starting to increase as the marine layer gets thicker and thicker. And eventually, that'll lead to some shower chances as that high breaks down by the weekend. The Umpqua goes from the low 80s to the low 70s. A little bit of a bump, but still, shower chances are back by the weekend. The Cascades will see the same thing into the low 60s. The clouds first, showers by the weekend. And here in the Willamette Valley, we've sort of got to pay the weather piper as we get into next weekend. So this nice summery weather, if that's your thing, it's got to go.
It's about that time.
Mm-hmm.